My Move the Chains audience, how we doing today on this terrific football-filled Sunday evening, afternoon? I hope we're doing well today. It's your man and your host, Sam McIntyre. Crazy weekend of college football. I wanted to touch on that today, along with, and I'm recording this actually. The Raiders are actually playing right now, but I'm going to record this. I know you guys love my videos, so I got to keep this going. So yesterday was big college football games. Ohio State, Penn State. I'll touch on that. I think what James Franklin is a piece of shit. I'll dive into him and how big of a fraud he is. JFF, James Franklin fraud. Woo woo! So I wanted to touch on a couple games yesterday that I noticed. Some stuff, little nuggets about the quarterback position. But how about my guy Cam fucking Ward yesterday, coming back after being down to Duke at home at Hard Rock? What a great performance. 25 of 41, 400 yards, 5 touchdowns and a pick. The pick was just kind of Brett Favre across his body type shit. Whatever. That kid balled yesterday. Shout out to Miami of University of Florida. Balling, doing great things down there with Mario, big guy, big strong guy. Cristobal, built different. I'm him, Cristobal, balling yesterday. So I wanted to touch on that game. So Duke, Miami yesterday in South Florida was an absolute fun-filled, offensive explosion kind of football game. I loved it. I ate, sleep, breathed it yesterday. Love watching it. I watched Cam Ward ball out. That Malik Murphy kid at Duke, Granson knows what I'm talking about. And shout out to Duke Blue Devils, 6-2 on the year, shockingly, with Manny Diaz manning the ship. A little bit of word pun there, but he's balling. But I got to start with Cam Ward, man. And I'll tell you what, Cam Ward is put himself in that Heisman contention. Yes, let's go. Put him on the Raiders. Let's fucking go, baby. Let's go. I'm all for it. Okay, this kid is a gamer. He's tough. He's physical. He's built different. He's him. I'm him. You know, he's got something to him. I like his game. You know, he's more pro style in that offense with some guy named Shannon, I think's his last name, down at Miami. I'm not sure the exact name, but he is balling. The way that he can manipulate the defense, he can make plays, extend plays on the run. You know, he's, every other quarterback would take that, when he's rolling out yesterday on that one touchdown, Rapido or whatever his name is, I can't remember, and Bengals just scored. Fuck, 24-10. Damn it, Raiders. Yep, we're getting top 5 pick. Okay, back to what I was saying. So yesterday, I just got that alert on my phone. So, Raiders kill me. But I am all in on this Miami team. They are balling right now. I think they're probably going to play. I can't even remember who they're going to play in the ACC championship game, but they're going to be favored. They're going to win theirs. And it's crazy to think that Florida State a year ago was where they're at with everything momentum going. Now, you wish that it doesn't happen like last year with Florida State where Jordan Travis gets hurt and a lot of it goes down the drain. So, again, I do think that this Miami team is loaded, man. And you look at the box score and go, whoa, they didn't run the ball, Sammy. Yeah, they did. They ran for 120 yards. That Martinez kid was balling. Physical, tough, smash mouth, kind of like what Mario Cristobal wants to build down there in Miami, like a Dan Campbell, like a, Mike Tomlin type football team. Big, rough, physical, slug it, and they're really clever on offense. And I just got to credit, Mario Cristobal. I banged on him last week when I talked about him with his late game indecisions and all that shit, but that guy can coach. Big time program at Miami. You should ball at Miami. Come on. There's a lot of these programs in the country that I just sit here and I don't understand how they're struggling when you got 5-star kids from a 2-mile radius. I can walk down the street, walk to Homestead High School, or drive there and get 5-star kids everywhere. It's just crazy. But shout out to Miami yesterday. They won. Give Duke a lot of credit. They battled. That was a fun game. A lot of offense, a lot of explosives. Defensive backs were getting roasted, but then they got picks. So it was just a great game. And Cam Ward put on another Heisman-level performance yesterday. 25 of 41, 400, and 5 touchdowns and a pick. The pick was just, making shit happen like a Brett Favre across his body, making something happen that didn't. So other than that, he played well yesterday. Shout out to Cam Ward and the Miami Hurricanes, who are 8-0, and it has not been a pretty 8-0, but I am impressed with him. He's cool. He's calm. It's funny. Whenever I watch him, redirect his eyes, it reminds me of that Elf montage where he's in the Central Park. And I've been in New York, by the way. Great scenery. And he's like throwing snowballs down. And it just reminds me of him right now. And Cam Ward is balling, and you got to be scared of Miami because they can make some noise in the ACC, and which is crazy because last year they were in the Florida State was where Miami was at. They were undefeated, then Jordan Travis got hurt, and they got jobbed or whatever. And it is what it is, and they obviously haven't done anything. So I'm with you on that. I will say this, though, with the Hurricanes. They're balling right now, and shout out to Miami for that last night. So the other game I wanted to touch on, I got to shout out to my guy Troy on here, who I work out with at Iron Society, and he's the biggest Georgia fan I know. We were talking Monday night, and I've never been not sold on a quarterback in my life than Carson Beck. Because going in the year, and I made this list in my head, and I've said this on here, is that I'm all in on Carson Beck. I think he's my number one quarterback, ballyhooed, slam dunk. But then the year got on, and I kind of don't see it that way now. And I'm not sure what's going on. I don't think he trusts his weapons, number one, which is rare because Georgia always puts good players on the field. That Smith kid's a beast. That Dylan Bell's a good player. They always have great backs at Georgia. So I don't know what's going on, but I think Carson Beck misses Brock Bowers and he misses Ladd McConkey, who have since moved on to the NFL. They're both in the same division, obviously, as the Raiders. Ladd McConkey's on the Chargers, and Brock Bowers obviously was the pick by the Raiders, which I've been very impressed with, although the Raiders' offense is a snooze. It's 24-10 right now. That's besides the point. I'll give you guys my post-game reaction later on. So I don't know what to make of Carson Beck in that sense. I'm not sure what to do. But you gotta hope that he gets rid of these picks, man, because I'm watching a lot of these interceptions he's throwing are just bad. That he's I don't know if he's pressing, but I just feel like he's forcing the issue too much, and he's got a good arm. I'm not saying he's a bum. He does not. But he's got some stuff he's got to work on. And I think he's going to fall out of the first round, man. Now, a lot of teams, this quarterback inflation, they're going to go take a kid like that because, they got talent. Okay, let's see what happens. But to me, I'm not sold on Carson Beck. There's a lot of problems there. I've fallen out of love with them. And my guys are Shador and Cam Ward right now that I'm focusing more on with the Raiders and the draft in general. And I think Cam Ward's going to put himself in that conversation. So Carson Beck is really taking himself out of that. And I just wanted to throw a shout-out to Urban Meyer. You are one of the greatest college football coaches I've ever seen. You're in that list with Nick Saban, obviously, and Kirby's put himself in the list, and Joe Paterno and all these guys. But you might be the biggest scumbag and the piece of shit on this fucking planet. Because, and if I've never seen a program sell their soul more than the Florida Gators did with Urban Meyer. Because ever since that man left, you have been a fucking shit show, shit bag fucking operation. And it is a shame. Because I'm looking at Florida yesterday, and they played their ass off. I mean, Billy Napier's a good coach. He's won everywhere. But I think it's unrealistic. It's like the Cowboys in college football. I think they just got unrealistic expectations. And I'm just not bought in on Florida as a program. Like, what have you shown me? Like, you got talent. This isn't a talent problem. This is a fundamental program issue down there. And I just think it's time to move on. I wouldn't move on from Billy Napier. I would keep Billy Napier. Sorry, he's in the best conference in football, and you're bitching that he ain't getting the wins? Come on now. You knew you were going to lose to Georgia yesterday, you dumbass. So I'm just kind of over Florida. I'm glad Urban Meyer. I mean, that guy, he's such a piece of shit. I mean, this is how big of an egomaniacal fucking prick he is. He got fired middle of the season in Jacksonville. Then, everybody else would have been normal and said, you know what? All right, it's on me. I'm going to be accountable. Let me take a year off. Wrong. Knock this jag off. He comes back. He goes back to TV. I mean, this guy's the biggest piece of shit I've ever seen in my life. He gets a pass. And it's funny, all those police reports when he was down in Florida just got swept away. I don't know. Man, the force field of popularity, man. Man, it's powerful. Woo! When you got it made and everybody loves you, woo! You can't go wrong. Oh, you punched that force field, brother. Man. So, Georgia, listen, moving forward, they're going to win the SC. They're going to be fine. Now, Bama's still got a tight arms race. Next Saturday night is going to be epic. In Death Valley, Baton Rouge, Saturday Night Football. Oh, brother, I cannot wait. You got Notre Dame playing Florida State. You got Alabama going to LSU. I'm pulling for LSU in that one. I fucking hate Alabama. I hope Paul Feinbaum croaks in his fucking... Oh, I hate that cocksucker. Kermit the Frog, evil-looking cousin motherfucker. Besides the point. So, I'm happy for that yesterday. I cannot wait for next Saturday, too. But Georgia, you're going to be fine. That's my takeaway. In Florida, you sold your soul to the devil a long time ago. Fuck around, you're going to find out. And that's what's happened. So, I wanted to touch on something else yesterday. So, it was a big, big game yesterday in Happy Valley. But it came Sad Valley by the end of the game. James Franklin lost again. And Ohio State's big brother and Penn State's little brother. Because, once again, Penn State lost at home. Better team. Ravaged injuries on the offensive line for Ohio State. And you couldn't fucking do more? What are we doing? You were up 10-0. And you let Ohio State come back in the blink of an eye. And you couldn't do anything about it. And this is where coaching in terms of schematics and all that stuff come to play. We know James Franklin's a great recruiter. I'm not disputing that. But there's got to be your second pitch, dude. Where's your strategy? Where's your intellect? I don't see it. I see a collection of talent with Penn State that has gotten away with this for so fucking long. And I will admit with James Franklin, I've been hard on him. I think he's a piece of shit for what he did to Vanderbilt. Shout out to my cousin Heather McIntyre, my dad's brother's kid, who went there. And listen, I applaud him for bringing back this Penn State program from being a sack of shit, awful, so riddled in scandal, to get them back on the tracks. I'm all for it. But, dude, there comes a time you gotta do more than just recruit. And he does not do that. And I'm really fed up with Franklin. He's now 0-7 against Ohio State and Michigan. 0-7. You got to do better than that. This is Penn fucking State. This is Penn State, who all my lifetime has been talented and has been a really good program. Now, they haven't won a natty, but they've been in there. And you have not done enough with this talent that you get year in, year out on a basis. You are a fraud, you're a joke, and you're a piece of shit. And you know what? If people want to heckle you and boo you, fucking let them. You insensitive cocksucker. That's what you get. Let them boo. They go to the university. Put a better fucking product in the goddamn field, you dumbass, and stop letting it get to you. So what? Don't even talk to the hecklers. Just coach the fucking game. I'm just fed up with this culture we live in, man. And I didn't mean to go on a tangent, but James Franklin is turning into not a very good coach. And he's over fucking rated. I read some TikTok comment and he's turned into, who is it? Dak Prescott of college football. And I went, there's some truth in that. He beats up on all these shitty teams, the Rutgers and all these other schools. But yet when it comes down to nut cutting time, he can't deliver against Ohio State. He can't deliver against Michigan. So I don't know. Penn State's got to do something because last time they went to a Big Ten championship game, I was in college. And they beat Wisconsin. So you got to do something, Penn State. Because you can't keep having this. You've got a loaded fucking team, dude. Loaded team with defensive talent. You got a quarterback that might go pro. Drew Aller. I wouldn't be shocked if that kid goes first, second, third round. Who knows? But that kid's a talent. And yet you can't get the most out of this talent. That's on you. And I'm sick of this shit. And yesterday, who gives a flying rat's ass if this guy... I'm so sick of that. Don't listen to the hecklers. You coach. And if they want to boo, let them boo. But you're getting all offensive about that? Hey, bro, start coaching better and win, dickhead. So that's all I wanted to say on here today. I know I went off the rails a little bit, but I'm very passionate about football. And I hope you guys are doing well today. I'm going to be coming out with more content this week. And talk to you guys soon. Hope you guys have a great rest of your Sunday and a great start to your week. Have a great day.